When a bird that once soared with grace suddenly falls to the ground, even the wind pauses to ask what went wrong. This is not gossip. This is not shade. This is a heartfelt letter from a fan, because I have been Regina Daniels' fan for quite some time. So this is actually a letter from a fan, who has watched Regina Daniels grow from that little bright-eyed girl on our screens into a woman whose life has played out like a movie of love, fame, pain, and power. Tonight, dear Regina Daniels, I write to you, not as a critic, but as one who still believes your best scenes are yet to be written. So I'm going to start my letter to you this way, okay? Dear Regina Daniels, I have followed you from the very first time you appeared on our screens as that bold, confident child actor with the innocent face and unmatched charisma. You did not just act, you breathed life into every role. You became a household name, a symbol of hope for many young dreamers who saw in you what destiny can do when talent meets opportunity. When news broke years ago that you had married a billionaire politician, the world gasped. It was unexpected, sensational, even shocking. But still, many of us prayed it worked out. You looked happy, radiant, and determined to prove that your marriage was beyond the noise. For a while you did. You wore your crown proudly and carried yourself with grace through the glitz and glamour. But today, things have changed. The fairy tale seems to have cracked open before the world's eyes. What began as admiration has now turned into a concern, not just for your image, but for your peace. The ongoing messy fights, the emotional storms, and the painful arrest of your brother Sammy Daniels have left many of us speechless. Still, even in this chaos, all I see is light. Yes, all I see is light. Because sometimes, my dear Regina, what looks like the end is actually a divine redirection. Perhaps this storm had to happen, not to destroy you, but to set you free. To free you from alleged beatings, from whispered isolation, from invisible cage of a gilded life. You are now surrounded by your family again, the very people whose love was once fractured. If nothing else, this trial has brought your parents back together. And if their reunion stays permanent, maybe, just maybe, this fallout was the price destiny demanded to heal your home and your family. Regina, the world still loves you. Nigerians are rooting for you. You are still that same brilliant, beautiful, fiercely talented young woman who made the world fall in love with her talent. You don't need to chase affluence. You are the affluence, I tell you. But now you must rise. Yes, you must rise deliberately, wisely, and with strategy. If I may, here are the 3 critical steps I believe can set you back on your throne. Number 1, leverage your almost 35 million social media followers. You are sitting on a gold mine with that numbers. It's not every day people have about 35 million followers across social media space. So you are sitting on a gold mine, I repeat myself, dear queen. That's your empire, not a mansion, not a title. Your people, because these are your people, these are your fans, these are people who love you. Millions who want to hear your voice, see your strength, and watch you rebuild. Turn that influence into power, my baby girl. Number 2, get a competent media and press personal assistant. And I think this one is needed urgently. And by this, I mean someone with experience, maturity, and finesse to filter your communications, manage narratives, and keep your public image clean, dignified, and commanding. You are not just a celebrity, you are a brand, a movement, a story in motion. Number 3, and that's the last one, hire a top scriptwriter for short skits and digital stories. Regina, my darling, you are an actor. That's your DNA. Don't let your gift slip because of heartbreak. Start small. Short skits, relatable content, touching stories of love, betrayal, and triumph. Nigerians love your face, your tone, your charisma. Channel the pain into art. And I dare say or request at this juncture that you can even start by telling the story of what you have gone through right now. Because this is a beautiful story. And who else is in a better position to play it out in a storytelling form but you? So I want to tell you, the first content you must start with is you owe us a true life story, whether it is documentary or short skit or whatever. But I think you owe us the story, the true life story of what is currently happening in your home. You need to put this together and possibly start, your scriptwriter can possibly start with this. I'm just saying. And please ensure that this scriptwriter comes with real pedigree. Someone who can deliver weekly short films and compelling stories that will engage your massive fan base. Once that structure is in place, find an equally seasoned director to partner with. Money will follow, fame will return, but this time on your own terms, my baby girl. Many content creators in Nigeria who don't have a fraction of your following or your followers are already making millions monthly. And I know you know this already. They've not got 1/4 of the fan base that you have, and they are cashing out. With your presence, credibility, and name, you could redefine the landscape of online cinema, I tell you. But for this to happen, you must stay focused mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Regina, my baby girl, please, if there's any truth in those whispers about substance use, like it's been alleged out there, I plead with you as a fan, stay away. Not because of critics, but because of your own destiny. You carry too much potential to let anything cloud your brilliance. Sobriety is your weapon. Clarity is your crown, my baby girl. Right now, the sympathy of the people is with you. Every dragging only wins you more hearts because the truth always has a way of revealing itself as is already happening. You are the victim turned victor in the making. So, my baby girl, Regina Daniels, rise. Rise now that you still have the world watching. The whole world is watching you. Rise now. Rise now that your family stands by you. Rise now that your name still carries magic. Don't let this be the end of your story. Let it be the beginning of a comeback that will make history. Because when the rain stops, even the rainbows look up to the sun again. And Regina, my darling, you are the sun. Because they say, when a woman reveals herself after a storm, even heaven takes notice. Regina Daniels, the stage is yours again. Your fans are waiting, not for perfection, but for resurrection. Because no queen truly loses her crown. She only wears, she only learns how to wear it differently. And I believe that is the transition you are making right now. You are beginning to learn to wear your crown differently, I tell you. Okay? And that is the end of my letter to Regina Daniels. Wherever you are listening to the sound of my voice, Regina Daniels, if should you see this letter, and I really hope you do, should you say it, please take it from me that is coming from a place of love. I'm not your critic, I'm just a fan. Okay? Because I want to see you rise and rise again. And I believe you can. Yes, you can. So for those of you who have listened to my letter to Regina Daniels up to this point, what do you think about the contents of this letter? Please feel free to go to the comment section and leave your thoughts right there. And hopefully yours sincerely will meet you right there so we can take this conversation much further. Thank you. I'm going to be right back. Bye-bye.